Hello everybody, it's Steph Davis here from flipthiswholesaler.net, where I teach you to flip more houses, make more money, and kick more ass. I am actually taking this video from the rooftop of my new casa in St. Petersburg, Florida. I don't know if you guys can see the skyline behind me. It's a very pretty view up here. I've actually never tried to take a video up here, so I don't know how well it's going to turn out. It's extremely bright out and sunshiny right now, not that I'm complaining, but hopefully this will turn out okay. So anyway, I have a new reader mail question for you guys today, and the question comes from Amy. And Amy writes, "Hi Steph, I'm just getting started as a wholesaler and I'm having trouble getting up the courage to talk to sellers, real estate agents, etc. I've read all of the courses and have watched all of your videos, so I know how the process works. I'm just too scared to take the first step. Any advice or courses you recommend to help me get over this fear?" Okay, so this is a question or a concern that I hear from beginners all of the time, and that is just basically how to get over that fear when you're just getting started. The fear of talking to sellers, talking to buyers, talking to real estate agents, etc. And the best answer or advice that I can give you, Amy, is to say that, first of all, almost every single person who gets started in this business is very nervous when they are, when they're just starting out. It's new territory, it's something that they've never done before, so there's always going to be fear and, nerves that factor into the equation. When I first got started, I was absolutely terrified of talking to sellers, buyers, real estate agents, all of that. I remember the first appointment that I went on to meet a seller, and I drove to their house and I sat in my car. I parked a couple driveways up from their house and I sat in the car, and I remember just being absolutely terrified and thinking to myself, there's no way I can do this. I just can't go in. I'm too nervous. I'm going to make a fool out of myself. I finally did make myself go into that appointment, and I was really nervous, but it went okay. And then the next appointment that I went on was easier, and then the next one easier and easier and easier, until you get to the point where you aren't afraid anymore. The fear doesn't really go away. You can't, that I know of, there's no course out there or book that you can read that's going to make the fear just disappear. You have to just do the thing that you're afraid of, whether it's talking to sellers, buyers, real estate agents, making offers, whatever. You have to just do it. You're going to be scared. It's going to be uncomfortable at first, but the fact is that once you kind of, crush that fear, or you act in spite of the fear, it creates a lot of confidence in yourself. So, the next time that you go to talk to a seller or do whatever it is that you were afraid of, it gets easier and easier and easier. So my best advice for you is to just pick one thing. Like, for example, when I was just getting started, the thing that I was most afraid of was making phone calls to buyers. So what I would do on Saturdays is I would sit down on Craigslist and I would spend an hour and I would just go down every single house that was for sale on Craigslist and just practice. I would call every single seller and just talk to them, ask them questions about their property, just to get me more comfortable with doing that. And I would have to force myself. I hated doing it at first, but I just forced myself to sit down. I'm going to sit in my desk chair for 1 hour and just call sellers. So again, my advice would be to just pick one thing that you're afraid of doing and just force yourself to do it. And I promise you that the confidence that you're going to gain from doing that is going to it'll pay off big time. And the more you do it, like I said, the easier it gets. So if anyone else has anything that they would like to add to what I've said, or Amy, if you have any further questions, feel free to leave them below in the comments. If you are watching this video on YouTube, I have comments disabled just because it's too hard for me to go back and forth on a whole bunch of different places and answer questions. So if you're watching this on YouTube, if you go to my blog, flipthiswholesaler.net, and post a comment in the comment section there, I'll be happy to answer for you. So anyway, that's all I've got for today. Have a fantastic day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.